And we're back with our Geek Out SA coverage of San Japan. Now, I guess we've been doing a lot of gaming stuff, so here's some more gaming stuff. Red Star Gaming. What's up?
Thank you for having us aboard.
How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. So, what is Red Star Gaming?
Well, Red Star Gaming is a Warhammer 40K club. We play out of the Heroes and Fantasies here in San Antonio. We started about a year ago, very, very small. We had 5 people, one table, one set of terrain. And since then, it's blown up to 10 full tables with battle mats, full sets of terrain, and monthly tournaments and events. And a pretty big following ever since then. We have about 15 to 16 official members, all with Red Star shirts. And whenever they go out to tournaments that aren't our own, or even to our own, they wear the shirts and kind of represent us at these other local events here in the city.
Okay, wow. So, what is Warhammer? I mean, it's a miniatures game, but what's the basis behind it? What's the main draw to it?
Well, Warhammer 40K, the one that we play, is a tabletop miniature war game. It's kind of if you were to like to take StarCraft and those type of RTS video games and you were to play them on the tabletop. You know, you use dice for your attacks and for shooting and stuff like that. You use your tape measure for your movement, for your how far your guns can shoot. But at its core, I think it's what it is a hobby game. You know, so you have to build up your troops. You have to paint them. You know, you give them personalities, characteristics.
Yeah.
You know, me personally, I like to do something a little bit more fun. So instead of the normal.
Oh wow!
So I don't know if you want to check that out. So
That is awesome.
instead of the normal paint scheme, I like to do something a little bit more
Look at
fun
that,
and loud.
guys.
You know. And this was actually painted by one of our members, Andrea Kearns, and she is an excellent artist. She's very imaginative. She's very detailed, and she actually Pete brought another model that she painted.
Yeah, this is my favorite plastic toy. It's called a Dread Knight, and I know you can't see too close from the current mirror, but there's lots and lots of details, a lot of damage on this guy, and then a basing on the base of this thing right here. There's some dead corn. Banners and some Slanesh claws that
And
he
blood.
took apart.
And
lots
blood.
and lots of blood.
Lots of blood.
Lots and lots of blood.
Yeah, see, and I think at the core, what Warhammer is just a hobby game where you can kind of blow off some steam with some friends. You know, kind of keep your hands from going too idle. You know, build some stuff and
socialize.
and socialize.
Now,
Yeah, it's a very big social game.
Excuse me. I actually, do people actually mod the actual models to maybe do different poses and they're already in?
Yeah, a lot of the times what people will do is they'll clip certain arms off, or like you can see on this one has a mohawk. She actually made that out of kind of like a putty called green stuff to make the mohawk. And we have some more that have all kinds of tentacles. She has orcs that she made mohawks and beards on, pirate hats and such, you know. Yeah. So I mean, it's you can get really creative with it, and it's a good time consumer and a good way to just like, hey, check this out, and for grown men like us to play with our for grown men to play with our man Barbies, you know.
But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work to be able to do that. I know a lot of people put a lot of time into like costumes and stuff here at San Japan, but to scale that down and actually do the kind of detail that that is done on those miniatures is amazing.
Hours upon hours upon hours of work if you want to make your army look presentable when you're playing against your opponent.
Right. Do some people actually play with like unpainted stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. See, there's people that just want to play. They enjoy playing more than they do painting. So they'll just do a quick primer job, or sometimes they won't even prime them. Or like me, unfortunately, I have some pretty bad-looking models out there right now that I really needed to just paint and get out there. So you can kind of really tell the difference between like a hasty paint job and like a really well-detailed one.
So does it ever piss you off when these unpainted players go in and like kick your butt?
You know what? Not at all, because there's certain there's certain situations
Uh-huh.
that people might not know how to paint it the right way, or maybe they just started the hobby and they just literally built it last night. So I mean, with Red Star, we said at the very beginning we're never going to discriminate against non-painted armies coming to our events, even though it does look a lot better and it seems like you have a little bit more enjoyment in the game when you're playing against a fully painted, really cool looking army. But we also were I'm speaking about myself. I was the guy that had the primered black army for months at a time, and it wasn't until I met him and Andrea that my army finally got painted. She painted my entire army for me for my tournaments and stuff like that, just because I did try my hand at it. It took me 2-3 hours to paint one model. It's like, oh man,
wow,
it's gonna take forever. I wasn't very skilled at it. I kept messing up. And then there's people out here in the city that will do commission painting. So I mean, that kind of takes that out of the equation when it comes to having just a gray army,
right?
That kind of thing.
Right.
So.
But are some of those people with the gray armies pretty good?
They can be. So I mean,
I've had my butt handed to me many a time by a gray army.
So that's a term that gray armies when they're unpainted.
Yeah.
I think that's a term, right?
Yeah,
Gray army?
I believe so.
Yeah, we all just coined it right now. So
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well.
Red Star.
Red Star property.
Red
And
Star
you heard it
property.
here on Geek Out
Heard it
SA.
here first. No, but there's also there's little superstitions in the game. A painted army's gonna roll better. And it goes even further than that. Andrea actually, after she's finished painting a fully painted model, she names it.
Wow.
So I mean,
I've literally seen her sit there for sometimes hours on end thinking of a name for one model that she put so much personality into.
And the dice show it. The dice show it. She
Yes.
rolls phenomenal. It's hilarious how well she rolls. Yeah.
Trick dice. No.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's really cool. Now, where do y'all usually put on your events?
Out of the Heroes and Fantasies, we have 10 full tables out in the back. We have for our tournaments, we bring out our battle mats because they're real nice looking, high quality and detailed mats. They're the same making quality like your gaming pads, your mouse pads and stuff like that. It's the same material.
Yeah.
The dice don't bounce around. They kind of once they get their rollout, they stay steady.
Right.
We have lots of painted terrain on the tables, and we typically try to hold our events the first Saturday of every month. Our next big one, it's a national qualifying tournament for the Feast of Blades over there in Denver, Colorado.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah, the top one winner, well the top three get access to the invitational tournament over there. They're given patches and they're given access to participate in the invitational tournament being held over there. The top one winner in our tournament is going to get a paid entry to the tournament and a free hotel night stay over there in Denver.
Very nice. And when is that again?
It's August 2nd. It's a $10 entry fee.
August 2nd. Very cool.
Yeah, and even if people aren't interested in coming out to do the Feast of Blade qualifier at the same location at Heroes and Fantasies, we every Friday night we meet up for casual gaming. So even if nobody's ever picked up a model, picked up dice, we always have our stuff out there. So if anybody wants to come learn, we're more than happy to lend our stuff out, show you how to play. We're always willing to get more people into the game. We really want to try to build a solid, friendly wargaming community in
Right.
San Antonio.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's something that we need here. Now, do y'all plan on attending Gen Con this year?
We were not approached by it. Not yet. At least not yet. At least because usually we our contact is through Heroes and Fantasies. They through them we were able to go to ChimeraCon, and through them they're bringing us to San Japan, and
Okay.
and then they're giving us a space here to kind of demonstrate what wargaming is and stuff like that. And I think it's good because I've seen a trend in San Antonio that this game is, even though it's the number one game in the world for its type, it's growing bigger and bigger in San Antonio at a fast pace because of the new releases from the company themselves. We're releasing stuff at a rapid pace nowadays. So it brings in newer and newer players because like, oh, well, no, this is a really cool looking model because they just came out with it. Oh, well, that army just got an update. Oh, well, okay, well, let's give it a shot. That kind of thing.
And what kind of price ranges do you look at for doing an army?
See, that's kind of a cool thing about it. I mean, this game will be as big and expensive as you want it to be. You know, if you want to compete tournament-wise, then, you know, you're going to need to get some more stuff. But if you're looking just for a casual, friendly thing, there's starter sets that are usually like $100, and they come with 2 armies. They come with dice. They come with measuring sticks, with a little rule book. Everything you're going to need just to have some fun with some buddies, roll some dice, you know, having a few laughs. And if you want to get a little bit more competitive with it, they even have whole Strike Force sets, I believe that's what they're called, that range about $200. But inside that box, you're never really going to need to buy too much else. You know, it has all your troops, it has your transports, has some of your heavier hitters in it. I mean, so there's a lot of people say, "Oh man, it's such an expensive hobby," and it can be, but it's only as expensive as you want it to be. You know,
I didn't even know that they had that kind of thing. I should check that out. Now I got to go over when y'all are running the casual playing night.
Yes, every Friday night. People usually start getting there between like 6:30, 7 o'clock. Heroes and Fantasy is very accommodating. They close at midnight, so we have more than enough time to get some games in. You know,
very nice.
And then if you yourself or anybody out there on the internet wants to come check us out at Red Star Gaming on our Facebook, you can actually set up times to meet with other people to play.
Yeah.
You know,
cool.
So I mean, even if it's not Friday and like, hey, I'm free on a Wednesday, who else is free? I mean, you can set dates up to come play. Even if it's with one of the founders like us, you know, hey, I want to come learn how to play, but I can't make it out on Friday. If we have time and we can schedule it, I'd be more than happy to go out there and teach you how to play.
Awesome.
And
well, if I'm going to play, I'm only going to play with you guys.
and we wouldn't have it any other way.
No, we wouldn't have it. And I mean, aside from our, you know, competitive tournaments, stuff like that, we also hold team tournaments as well. So, I mean, you and your buddy, you know, like, oh, well, he's kind of shy, kind of, well, bring your friend along, get to play with a whole bunch of other people that are just looking to have fun. It's a lot of fun. Those team tournaments are not competitive in the least. It's just you and your buddy just joking around with the other 2 guys across this table from you, just joking around. Yeah. And
whenever me and him team up, we have a very poor win rate, but it's probably the most fun I ever have.
It's like, I don't care about that one unit. Let's go kill that one. As long as we kill that, it's a moral victory for us. That kind of thing.
Another big I don't know.
Oh yeah, again, thank you, appreciate it. I don't know if you're actually getting this through that, but it's pretty loud. I don't know if they need to necessarily put it that loud in here, but they seem to do it anyway.
Thank you.
So
I
hope everybody
that
got
information.
that.
I didn't even hear us. I didn't even listen to a single thing you said. But it's okay.
Another big event that we're going to try to do every year. We did it last year. It was a big success. And this one's not so much about coming out winning prizes. Every December we're going to try to do a canned food drive tournament, where the entry fee will be a small entry fee, and you bring canned donations that we donate to the food bank.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's a way to come out and have fun and to help out somebody, you know, who needs it around the holidays, you know.
Yeah.
So again, I can't stress enough, come check out our Facebook page. We're always going to be putting stuff up like that. And especially for the December one, if there's any Warhammer players in San Antonio who haven't heard of us or need something to do in December, the canned food drive we do is a great charity event. And like I said, it's a good way to come out and have fun and do something good in the process.
And we have 2 in the plans and making for August. One in August for the Wounded Warriors. We're going to go to Fort Sam to go demonstrate the game, teach some of the guys there how to play. Stuff like, you know, just give back our time for their service. You know, just it's a little something. It's a little something for us, but it might be something big for them.
Yeah.
You know. And there's another thing with Rackspace. They have 24 hours of gaming in October, and it's for Extra Life. I believe it's a charity donation for the Children's Hospital, where we're looking to get something like that planned in for 24 hours of gaming. You pay entry fee, and that gets straight. All the money goes donated to the Children's Hospital,
Children's Miracle Network.
And then and with 24 hours of gaming, you just go there and hang out with your buddies. Play all night, play into the morning.
Yeah, it's a really good thing. We've dealt with them before, and we've with Chimericon, we've actually gone through.
That's where we heard about it.
Yeah.
And then one of our members works at Rackspace, so that's how we heard about the 24 hours of gaming. So, put 2 and 2 together. You know.
Very cool. Very cool.
Man, it's a
Well,
lot
guys,
of fun stuff.
thanks a lot for coming in and letting me talk to y'all. And again, you can catch them on Facebook. Do y'all have a website? Or?
Yes, it's www.facebook.com/RedStarGamingSA.
Okay.
So Red Star Gaming SA.
Red
That's
Star
our
Gaming.
Facebook page, and we can link to it.
All right, check it out there. And again, thanks for coming in.
No, thank you.
Appreciate it.
It was
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Much appreciated.